Looks like the lady from Goonies mixed with like Sam Kinison.
Ah.
Today we were going to take a look at a book that people have been telling me for the longest time is like Bisley's best book, best art he's ever done. And I thought, well, I got to pick it up. Of course, it's been out of print for the longest time, but today we're going to take a look at it. I picked it up for a reasonable price, not too expensive. But yeah, let's take a look at it. It's ABC Warriors. So if you've never seen this before, I've never actually looked through this before. So I don't know if it's like a offshoot of Judge Dredd. I'm not sure what the whole deal is. I actually haven't read the story. Just recently picked it up. So me being a Bisley fan, of course I got to take a look at this. And of course, we open up and his name in this is Steve Bisley at this time. So very interesting. I guess this is before he picked up the moniker of Simon Bisley. And man, this artwork right out of the gate is Bisley as we know Bisley. Just unbelievable detail, amazing anatomy, such a style, like a style that the moment you see it, you're just like, that's Bisley. You never have to question whether it's Bisley. The amount of detail, just the ink work, it's so nice to see Bisley in black and white. I do love his color work, obviously, but man, is this stuff super rad. And he's going nuts with this. I mean, you get these awesome foreshortened pieces and just interesting choices, so much dynamic movement on the page. We got crazy hair decisions and the amount of detail. I love the armor and the lighting that he's doing, and I mean, he's inking this stuff. So, I mean, I always think of Bisley as amazing, figure drawing, and then you got this amazing inking here without the color. So it's nice to look at, man. And he's going nuts with that splatter, and just interesting choices, like a motorcycle that looks like there's like a, I don't know if that's like a sled at the end. I don't know. Some interesting stuff. Beautiful. If you've never seen this before, wow. I mean, I don't know. This is not a book that I haven't heard much of ABC Warriors. I remember there was one time where I saw an issue of it available, like on eBay or something, and I was like, that looks interesting. And I passed up on it, but now I guess this is the only Bisley book. I don't know how long he did this for, or if he ever came back or what. But man, I love this. And he's not doing backgrounds here. He's just making this nice black background here. And we're getting, I mean, man, look at that panel. This is the kind of stuff that like you imagine in your head. And then the fact that Simon Bisley can put this on the page, jeez. Then we got that Frank Miller. Remember, what's that book he did with Frank Miller? With, you know, fuck, what is it called? Something, I don't know. It's about some kid or something, and you can definitely see that Bisley face for kids with the big eyes. Man, just beautiful anatomy. Ugh. God, I love the amount of detail that's going on the armor. Like, just the little, like, forms that he's putting in and decorative, like, symbols, and it's just so cool. It's so creative. Man, look at the amount of work that's going on in the background there. I don't think that's zip tone. It might be, though. I don't think so, though. I think he's... No, that might be zip. I'm not sure on that. But I would imagine that would take quite a long time. Now, I think there is another artist in here that isn't Simon Bisley. I think it's this guy here. Yeah. So this is a different artist than Bisley. It's so hard to tell sometimes because it feels like, yeah, he's got to be using zips for sure. Yeah, this doesn't, I don't know, this doesn't feel like Bisley, so yeah. Still beautiful artwork though. SMS is the other artist. I'm not familiar with a lot of the 2000 AD guys. I really should be, but yeah. Beautiful stuff. I love the hair there, and just the amount of like ink work going on there. Beautiful. I don't know. That's got to be zips for sure. Wow. So much detail. I feel that's got to be like paste ups and stuff like that in the back. Yeah, definitely paste ups for sure. I like it because like I feel like European art and like manga, they get very creative, whereas I feel like American art, they're kind of just, even in the heyday of American art, I mean, I know Kirby did some paste up stuff at one point, but I feel like, you know, stuff that isn't American comics, they were a little bit more free and experimental. And yeah, now we're back to Bisley. I was gonna say that's definitely a Bisley face there. So now he's got the moniker of Simon Bisley back. I mean, I love the way he does like folds in the skin. I adore his anatomy. Sometimes I look at his anatomy and it feels like it's flat, but it's not. It's just kind of like, he does like weird angles, and I love the way he does that face there. Man, beautiful stuff. Looks like the lady from Goonies mixed with like Sam Kinison. Man, such beautiful stuff. God. I mean, what can you say about Bisley other than the guy is just absolute genius? Definitely inspired by Terminator for sure. That's the thing, is like good sci-fi comics are so difficult to find, you know. I always try to find like good cyberpunk comics. Now this is a different artist. I don't know if this is the SMS guy again, but some interesting like Mobius like stuff, which I'm totally down for. A lot. Not, I mean, just it's very interesting to go from like these deep blacks in the background, then you're going to white, you know. Just the amount of detail. I feel like something like that would take me ages. And I don't know if they were on a monthly schedule. Not sure. I mean, I understand they have different artists, so maybe they had 2 months in between. Not sure. That's beautiful right there. Wow. Oof. Got some MC Escher kind of stuff. Weird, funny perspectives. And it's just like no panel is like the previous panel. So much creativity. And it's gotta be like, it is such a superpower to be, in my opinion, to be able to kind of like, be able to visualize this in your head first to begin with is insanity to me. And then to actually do it and to execute it is just like, how the hell are you that creative and good? You know what I mean? And this is, I'm assuming this is early Bisley work because he obviously went on to go do American comics later on. But my goodness, just such beautiful stuff. I'm gonna feel really stupid when SMS is like some really well-known artist that I don't know. But yeah, man, Bisley, God, such an inspiration. And man, it's so sad that I feel like he's kind of one of those guys who gets left out, especially if you talk to an American crowd. A lot of people tend to forget Bisley. I was doing my top 100 artists, which I'm still working on list. And I was like, does Bisley make the list? And I'm like, he absolutely makes the list. There's no question about it. And even me, I kind of underestimate the greatness of Bisley sometimes. But then when you open up the book, you go, oh my goodness. Of course he makes the list. The guy is unbelievable. I mean, look at that. Look at how beautiful that stuff is. It's just, man, oh man. One could look at this for hours. I hope that if you watch this video, even if you find my voice annoying, just mute me and just take a look at how beautiful this artwork is. And just be blown away by it. I've said it a million times, I'm a sucker for somebody who can draw a really good horse. I don't even care if the anatomy's not correct. I admire people who can draw anything. You know, there's some things that I'm just not interested in drawing, and when somebody can do it, it's mind-blowing to me. But there it is. That's ABC Warriors. Some Simon Bisley. I think I've done like 6 or 7 videos on Bisley. I'm going to redo his sketchbook at some point because the quality was quite low. But yeah, there you go. There's some Simon Bisley. More Simon Bisley. I have tons of Bisley. I got the Lobo compendium to do at some point. I'm going to redo his sketchbook work. I think I have some. Do I have some of his Dread stuff? I'm not sure, but yeah, man, Bisley's great. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.